Hey everybody, Spider here once again with Coach David. Of course, stop takedowns and tacos, man. Of course, our segment, brother. We are back. It is Friday. For most, it's payday. I don't. I guess they don't pay me at work because I didn't get paid. But
Uh-uh.
here we are, man. Friday, brother. The whole
Yeah,
week, man.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go check the mailbox in a little bit. I don't
There
think
you
there's
go.
anything in
There
there
you
though.
go, man.
Yeah,
I don't even know we have a mailbox anymore, man. I don't know. The post office still
I
around, huh?
do. I do. I got a key. Yeah, I got a key. They
And you know
send
what?
bills, but
Ironically, man, I don't even think I told you this, man. I've been trying to go back to the post office, and I had to do my fingerprints and everything today, bro. So I'm it's looking good, but I still got
yeah,
to see what they have to offer, man. But I'll be out there delivery mail pretty soon, man. Hopefully, God willing.
yeah. Watch those knees, man. Watch that back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Now, when were you at the post office before?
Station like the
No,
post
but
office.
when? Like when?
Oh shoot, man! From 2000, what was it? 2003 all the way to 20. Ah, man, that's a good question, bro. I left
Right,
7 years ago when I left the post office.
right on.
So
So
yeah,
that,
it's been a while.
wow, that might
Yeah.
feel great.
So now,
Hmm.
yeah, everybody's like, man, why are you going back? And I said, man, I guess turns out we gotta work to pay bills. I don't know when that happened, but no, but it's just more for me personally, man. It's more, in 7 years I can retire from there, man. So I'm kind of like, well, why not, dude? I mean,
Badass, dude.
make a little bit more change, and at the same time, not so much payoff. I mean, I pretty much have everything paid off, man. I don't, I don't have bills, but it's just, I mean, save up and this time do it
Mhm.
the right way, man. Because when I left, I mean, I had some money and my retirement's still there, so I go back to that and it's just been building up. I didn't touch it. I left it in there and hopefully I go back and I can see it, it's still, I can go on there. I haven't gone, but it's just,
Good for you, dude. Can I borrow $20?
there you go,
Yeah.
man. I'll tell you what, man, I'm gonna send you $20 and $2 bills, brother.
There you go. I need 10 of them.
There you go.
That's right.
Sure, make it happen, bro. But
I
but
haven't
yeah,
seen a
man.
$2 bill in how man. How I haven't seen a
Dude,
$2 bill in a while.
actually, I collect them, and like these, the other day I was at work, and I told the cashier
Uh-huh.
because he was all like, "Hey, man, the guy paid in $2 bills," and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Dude, let me have them." So I have to give him money, to get these, man. But I collect them, brother. I'm like, shoot, why not? I
That's
collect
cool.
money, But yeah, bro. But
Yeah.
of course, I
I'm
mean, it's
trying to collect money too.
I
Hmm.
know, yeah.
All denominations, bro. Yes.
No, exactly. Quarters, nickel, dimes, Canadian. Actually,
Whatever.
Canadian pennies we used to find when we were, what was it, Canadian quarters or dimes we used to find when we were
Yeah,
kids.
uh-huh. Yeah.
I wonder whatever happened to them. I didn't see them after a couple of years, man.
Right.
They
Right.
were like in circulation. But bro, this week, man, you guys are actually have been doing in-house classes
We've
for
been
the
doing
students,
classes, yeah. Yeah,
and
we've been just doing the two classes, the
right,
early bird, the 6 a.m. and then the 6:30, and
right,
it's and we're keeping it. We're still not. By Monday, we will be able to start taking regular paying students, the monthly stuff. So right now, the all we have is like the paid in full guys. The
gotcha.
guys who the other guys have been, knocking on the door, calling you, calling and how's it going? Are we almost there? So it's cool, man. Uh, it's not rushed. We are taking our time, but we're also, trying to get to that
No, no,
spot
for sure,
as
man.
soon as we can.
You see, and of course, man, the Combat Social Club, man. I mean, once it's open, you guys. I mean, you guys already have it. I know you guys have been doing a lot of cleanup. The staircase. I was there, man. I think it looked amazing.
Yes,
The
beautiful.
man did a great job. Been doing a great job.
Yeah,
So made
yeah,
it made a
yeah,
difference.
man. That's Jason Mazer. His it's Monarch Handyman Services.
There you go, man.
So yeah, man, he's the man. Monarchhandyman.com. So if you
Dang,
got something around the house that you need done, decks, doors, carpentry, cabinets, whatever, man.
and
And
they
he's
paid me.
got the Carhartt overalls and the beanie and the pencil with the man. He's got it all, dude. He looks the part.
Maybe he can fix my table. There's a little wobbly, bro.
Yeah.
Put a little
Hey,
piece of paper.
just put a little paper under
Yeah, dude. Maybe
there.
I'll crumble up the $2 bills, man. I'll put them.
Yeah.
We'll we'll see, brother. We'll see. But yeah, man. I mean, of course, bro. I mean, when it comes to the training, I mean, of course, I know yourself. You have been going to Ohana HQ to keep busy,
Right.
keep moving. And
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, man. I mean, you're waiting for the house to open up. That way, you can go in there and I mean, be at home. I mean, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wanted to on air anytime I can, anytime I have a chance. Just so grateful to Jason Yarrington. He let me he lent me these mats here, these beautiful dollar mats.
Yes, bro.
And man, what a clutch. You know, just until we get matted out, walled out. Man, so thank him, and I brought up him coming onto the podcast, and he said absolutely. So
Nice, bro. Nice.
we got a verbal commitment out of him.
There
We
you
just got to
go.
find a spot where he can come up for air.
There
That
you
guy's doing he's got a lot of stuff going on, so we'll
You
try
see,
to.
now I know he's a smart individual, man. I'm gonna have to bust out a thesaurus so I can learn some big words, bro. So I can sound intelligent, you
What
know?
does he say? Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm
What
gonna
did
be
he
like, hold
say?
on, man. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, you're right. There you go. I'm gonna have to look stuff up, man. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
the guy. I mean, he's a great dude, man. I mean, throughout the
Uh-huh.
years, watching him develop and grow what he has grown, and it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
been an experience, and it's definitely a good
Mhm.
guy to have to be able to, you know,
Yeah.
hit him up and ask him for questions of anything, bro. So that's great, man.
Yeah, dude. Business mentor. He's got a lot of answers. He's got answers to questions I don't even know to ask.
Yeah,
So, business mentor, jujitsu mentor. You know, also person mentor. I know we all have our faults, and he don't, he doesn't float. But the guy's a solid individual. And that's a big reason why when I was a free agent, I went to him. You know,
right.
I went to him. So.
No, no, for sure, man.
Good dude. We were training partners, so we've known each other almost 20 years now.
No, and that's right. I think there's
Mhm.
a rumor going around that at one time you actually submitted the guy, man. Is that true, bro? When y'all were starting off,
Yes, yeah,
yeah,
yes. I was one time we were over at HQ, and man, it was mad how there was people everywhere, dude, and about 4 or 5 different classes going on, and he was standing there kind of looking around, and I went up next to him, and I was like, "Hey, look at all these dudes, man! Look at all these people. There's a lot of talent in here." Yeah, yeah. He's like, any of these guys get you? Any of these guys get you submit you, right? And he's looking like, look at the room. I was telling him like, really look at the room. And he's like, no, no. And I was like, oh, hey, man, I was the punchline. And so that was fun, man. So yeah, I used to get my skinny arms around his neck often, but that soon was not happening.
oh,
He got really good very fast.
no, no,
So
for
that
sure.
he passed me up. You know.
No, and I mean, I've seen him roll. I mean, through Texas
Mm,
fighting, doing media, man. I mean, being on the mat, watching him roll,
right.
and a big dude, man. And he's a big individual, man, and
That's a big
and
man.
he's technical, bro. Like I was like, man, like I mean, I was amazed because I mean, he doesn't just like, hey, I'm a jujitsu guy. Like his stuff's technique, man. When it comes to
Yeah.
accuracy, I mean, it was a thing of beauty, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I saw him and I was like,
Yeah.
damn, dude, like made it look so easy, man. Dude, even his opponent was
He's
kind of like, where am I going? Just rolled him over, bro. Like, but
you you know I kind of compared him to like Frank Mir. You know,
yeah,
Frank
bro,
Mir
yeah,
had the big man. He had the big man stature, a big dude, right? But with the small man jujitsu and
yeah,
the small man jujitsu mind. Like like you said, his accuracy, where he's putting everything, and it's like, sometimes he's talking, dude. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't. He's speaking calculus, bro. I don't understand what you're saying. So, but yeah, yeah. He'll be up here on the podcast, and we will be. I'll see him probably within a few days. We got some big news coming up for one of our students.
oh,
So
nice, man, nice,
yeah,
heck yeah. No, bro. Well, I mean, of course, man. When it comes to the guys, I mean, I'm sure they were excited to be able to get on the mat, at their
Mm,
new home. And
yes.
what was some of the feedback that they gave you, man? I mean, were they kind of like, hey, you know what, feel comfortable? Was it?
Yeah.
Did it feel like home?
That, yeah, man. That a lot. That one of them, Sushi. He's like, man, I feel like I'm at my friend's garage.
Yeah,
And like we were talking about, we all, if you practice jujitsu for any amount of time, you have trained in a garage, you know,
oh,
and so like the vibe here is very homey, very home, very garage, very you know. I need some paint. We need some paint, but man, sometimes you look at it like I kind of like the rough look,
yeah.
but we're gonna paint. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
no,
think I'll. Yeah, we're gonna paint it, but it does have a very like connected type vibe, you know.
yeah.
Mhm.
No, no, and
Yeah,
like we had
and
said it
uh,
before too, man. No, go ahead, boss. Go ahead.
no, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, I was just saying 'cause we brought it up too. How I mean, the fact that you have two different setups. The one up front that's a little bit more, it's nicer. It's a little bit, you go in and it feels like it feels like a home. I mean, where
Right.
you go, where you're at now. I think that you're at the dungeon right now, right? You're
Yeah,
upstairs.
right. I'm in the
Okay,
dungeon.
yeah, and you go to what I've been calling the dungeon. Where you go in there, it's gonna be tough times, man. I mean, it's gonna be
Right,
all
right.
good if you're training, but it's
Yeah.
like it's not gonna be all roses and flowers, man. You're gonna,
No, man, no.
yeah,
Yeah, and these guys get it. I have the pleasure of just being the head coach of a lot of tough guys and a lot of talented dudes, and ladies, women,
yeah,
guys is the same, man,
right, right.
male, female, but yeah, dude, a lot of tough guys, man. And so um, I like being a part of that, and these guys aren't gonna, maybe some of them are gonna stay with me forever, right? Quote unquote. But, a lot of a lot of times, man, we are stepping stones, right? A lot of times we're we help them get to that next level. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like how many times have you seen it with MMA? Like
Oh,
uh, they just get too good for
yeah.
this. Like they need to you need to push them out of the roost.
You know what, man? I agree, and yeah, it does happen, bro. But one of the things that I like that I feel that they're gonna end up staying with you, man, is the fact that they're gonna have that open door to train with the other Hana gyms once a week.
For
That's
sure.
gonna give them that freedom to be able to go and be like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm not that good, and they come back and it's like they learn on their craft, or they are
Yeah,
that good, depending who. But I mean, but I think because of that, because you have that open door, man, I think it's gonna, it's always nicer, bro. Because I know, and but without the respect, some academies they're like, hey, you just train with us, and I mean that's what they do, and that's great, But it's just
sure.
for
Yeah,
me personally, we talked about it before, when I was with Mike, and I would tell him like, hey, I'm gonna, would you mind if And I felt like I mean, out of respect, I felt like I had to ask him, but I'm like, hey, Mike,
sure. Yes,
you're not
it's a
here, and he's
good
like,
move. Yeah.
he'd be like, it's your money, and then all right, cool, man. So
Hmm.
I was able to go and
Yeah.
train, some of the different gyms, and then, but I always went back to him though. That's the thing. I always like,
Yeah.
went back home, and I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was tough, but those early years always were, man. Shoot.
Yes, man. Yeah. I'm trying to do different things here, and one of the things is like, especially for our competitors, it is mandatory that they go to HQ. There's no you don't you if you compete for CSC, you have to get reps with people who and a deeper you need to get into bigger ocean. You know,
Right.
you might be a big fish around here, right? But you need to get up the street and get some work. There's black belts waiting for you. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Oh yeah.
One after another. They all have different sizes. They all have different games, and so HQ is a great place for me. I need my ass whooping. I had Professor Brennan, Coach Brennan, with me for a while. Maybe 18 months, maybe 14, 15, something like that. But he was a 220-pound black belt. He is a winner, right? He just went at it. He was the first. he was the first thing I did every morning was try and get my ass kicked a little less than I did yesterday,
Yeah.
you
Oh
know, and it made me better, bro. And so when he left, it was like, man, I don't have that. And so I made it more frequent visits over with Jason and Professor Fernando over there at Brooks. Man, if you get a chance to drop in on a class, man, they're all hammers, but you got Billy Bear over at West.
yeah. That's
You
another
got
one we gotta bring
Westbrook.
on here, bro.
What's that?
That's another guy we got to bring on. I know I've been,
Yeah,
but yeah, dude. I mean, definitely, and that's the thing too, because I've seen, you know, all you guys, even yourself, from when everybody first started, competing, whether it was grappling, jujitsu, MMA, back in the
hmm
day, man.
hmm
But like Billy was one of them too, man. I mean, him, getting to where he is now, like it's like you could see it. You're like, yeah, this guy's going places, man. It's just he enjoyed it. He was having fun, and that's kind of it happens, bro. Because like you said, a lot of times, you're just not in the right place, or maybe you just feel like, hey, you know what, it's not for me. And people do go to different gyms and pursue their training, man. But it's for a good. I mean, I like it for a lot of reasons, man. And one, I think it plants a seed, and you go somewhere else, and it keeps growing. Because like I've had guys that I've trained with, and a few of them are still training, and some of them are black belts, and I'm like, damn, dude, like but they always come
yeah,
back and like, man, you're my first jujitsu coach and or instructor, and it's like, wow, dude, but they pursued it, and they're still growing, even as black belts, man. So it's ongoing. It's a great thing.
yeah.
You still
Can
there,
you hear me?
bro? Oh yeah, I got you.
Okay, let's try.
But yeah, bro. I mean, as far as next week, man, what's the schedule like next week for you guys?
So we're gonna continue having the 6 a.m. And continue the 6 p.m. Um, uh, I'm sorry, yeah, and then we'll 6:30, and then next Wednesday we're gonna have a guest black belt, the one that I just had a meeting with, Jim Fior.
Okay,
I think it's jimfior.com. You could look him up. He's gonna come through and share some of his technique, some just a
nice.
little. I couldn't, I'd love to be able to bring. I don't have the numbers yet. I don't have like the I don't have numbers yet. I don't have like the students to,
Right, right.
for him to come and be able to do something like that. So for now, he's just gonna drop in whenever he can, and as we grow, maybe things will start to take shape. Yeah, yeah, man. So big news. That was great. You know, we're getting there's he works at a spot called the Complete Athlete,
Right.
where they do a lot of rehab work, a lot of you're banged up and they'll get you lined out. So there will be like advertising presence here, a banner, probably some flyers if you need. Um, so that'll be available to our students and at a discount.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
that works, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then a guy that I work with and have worked with in the past. He's a youngster. He's like 20, I think, but he was wrestling up in Nebraska and ended up leaving. Now he transferred here to Texas State up here in San Marcos.
Right.
So he's going to be running like we're hammering it out, but he'll be running like weekend wrestling camps. He does wrestling privates with a lot of the competitors in town, a lot of the kid competitors in
Oh,
town.
nice.
As soon as he was here last night, and we got some rolls in, it was fantastic. And then as soon as I posted that picture, Am started getting phone calls like, "Hey," and text messages, "Hey, is that guy going to be teaching? Is he?" And so he's got a good reputation, you
Oh,
know.
nice, bro.
Yeah, we'll also be looking to host some like wrestling camps here,
Okay.
because like these wrestling programs can't do it at the school. They
Right.
can't. do something like that out of a school. So they need space, and we're looking to accommodate that as well.
Oh,
So
nice.
looking to have a wrestling presence here. I also want judo here. Judo's uh, I love it. I don't know the names of anything, but I like to look like I like to look like I know judo.
Yeah.
Uh, so hmm
No, man, but that's good. I mean, it's a good base for your stand up. I mean, when it comes to
yeah,
the gi, of course, 'cause you want to be able to control and throw and sweep and do all that other great stuff that they do, man. Because I mean, we've talked about it too. When I first started training in judo, and coming from valetudo and going out there with the gi, and they're like, "Hey, you can't do that. You can't." It's a lot of things you can't do, man. It's a
right, right,
Olympic style, or what it was
yeah,
doing, but
yeah,
it's great, man. I mean, and I'm sure they'll get a kick out of that, and it'll be an addition to somebody's game, especially if they're doing gi, jiu-jitsu, and they
sure,
just want to be able to control that top game, the stand up.
for sure, for sure. There's a couple of there's like three black belt judokas that I play around with. Richard's one of them.
Oh yeah,
Patrick, the one who runs Southtown Judo,
right.
and then there's a guy that he's around. He comes in and out, named Diaz. He's from like Dagestan or Kazakhstan, I think. But those guys, they give me some serious randori, man, and some good stand up looks. And so yeah, I like to grip up with those guys when I get a chance.
No, no, for sure, man. And that's one of the things, bro. I mean, it's an addition, and it makes it more fun. It makes it different. It makes it to where and not saying is bad, because I was never one to like jump into guard. I always wanted to control that stand up and just dominate the top. And
Yeah,
but yeah, man, it makes it fun. I mean, if you go against somebody else, you're not gonna try to throw a judo black belt, but at least like, okay, you know what, these are
right.
my options.
Yeah, and those guys let me grab their legs, because
Oh
I'm thinking also wrestling. I'm also thinking, well, I got to mix up my, change levels. They're like, yeah, we don't do that in judo anymore. Like, what?
yeah.
And so but they're like, yeah, but go ahead, like I think it's a kind of a recent rule change,
Oh
and they're like,
wow.
go ahead, we're used to it, and so I get to grab their legs and look for singles and you know move it
Hey,
around. hmm
oh, well, that's good. I mean, but that's good for them too, though, man. Because you would
Yeah.
think, it's just different, bro. Like I remember, with Mike, dude. Back when I was a blue belt, and we would get like big old dudes, man. They were like black belts in karate or traditional, and Mike, he was always like, "Hey, go with that guy," and I'm like, "Damn, dude!" Like
hmm
he would put me up to the wolves, man. But I always stepped up, and I
Yeah.
mean, they would be amazed, because I think back then, I mean, back when I was walking around like a 145, soaking wet, man. And but I
Right.
was good though, man. I
Yeah.
used to be able to ball up and do all that. I mean, it was good, man. Transitions and all that stuff, I loved it, bro. Like counterattacks and just a combo combinations, dude. Like those were always my go to. Like I always wanted to attack,
Uh-huh.
attack, attack. I mean, people were like, "Damn, dude!" Like trying to check me
Yeah.
off them, and I'm here grabbing something,
Yeah.
bro. So
Right.
good
Right.
times, man. Good times.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just sitting here today. Uh, well, probably about an hour ago, watching some film of one of our competitors. The last like three or four of his matches, and in the absolute divisions, and he's a lighter guy. He's about 165,
Oh,
about my
really?
weight. Yeah, but he's in there with these like huge black belts, and he's doing good, man. He's doing really good as a purple belt.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
just taking notes. I got a little laundry list. Hey, man, next time you're in, we got some stuff to talk about, some ideas. So here at CSC, man, I really, I want to help the competitor do their best. You
Yeah,
know,
for sure,
and
man.
if it means, hey, you can't go there because none of us are going to be there, then that's what it is. You can't do that comp because there's not going to be coaches. If if you still want to go, and you okay, but don't expect we can't be there. We're trying to like get all of our efforts in one. So we're trying to hit this IBJJF in Austin the 28th of next month.
Oh,
And so
wow.
we're gonna try to. go as a group so that we have coaches and people and carpools and things like that.
Oh yeah, and that makes sense, bro. Because of course, it's hard for to be able to accommodate for just one person when eight others are going somewhere else. It just makes
Right.
sense. But yeah, man, I mean, and I'm sure you're gonna get those students that are gonna want to go to California, go, like somewhere, and
Sure.
it'd be nice to be
Sure.
able to just fly out there, But hey,
Hmm. What's fun, man? I think we're gonna make a big haul over to Las Vegas this year too. I think
oh,
we're gonna go. Well, we are gonna go back to Worlds, but I think this is gonna be kind of like a big one of our team things because they have the Jiu-Jitsu con there too.
yeah,
So they have kids, they have like adults, and it's a huge thing, man. That what a time that's been. These past 2 years going to Vegas has been so fun. It's been so
nice.
fun.
No, you see, and I'm sure, like you said, it's a con, bro. Like I've been going to these, horror cons, sci-fi, meeting actors
Yeah,
and all this stuff, and it's fun, dude, because you get to meet people that are in the same, they have the same habits and same, thing that they want
right,
to do,
right.
man, when it comes to jujitsu and grappling. So it just makes it a little bit more interesting, man. But
Yeah,
that's
and
cool,
then you
though.
go and you're like, oh shit, there's so and so, and oh, there's so and so. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, they're like, if you're a jujitsu grappling nerd, oh, dude, there's plenty to nerd out over there at Worlds.
you
The who's
see,
who
and
is
that
there.
one of the things I used to do, man. I mean, I used to go cover the tournaments because I was doing media and I would, they do
Hmm.
photos and stuff. But I always went too because I already knew, like, if some of the students were going and they were from a big name school, like I knew their instructors were gonna go, and a lot of them were like UFC guys and big MMA guys. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna
Right.
try to interview them while I'm there too, and it happened. I would
Sure,
get
sure,
interviews
yeah,
and it just made sense, dude. Like go out there and get
that
as much content as possible, man.
that's cool. Yeah, man, I'd like to do that. I think we've talked in the past. I'd like to. Hey, man, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah,
You're up for the finals, man. How are you feeling? How are you looking?
yeah.
You know, something,
Oh yeah, man.
something.
Just to
But
see what their game is, because a lot of them, of
uh,
course, it's one thing. I mean, you go in there having a game plan, but things change or injuries, and
mm,
now you're like, damn, I gotta do something else.
sure,
Go
sure.
for a different
I
submission.
like the way like Flow Sports does it pretty cool. I like how they're at the event and they kind of like have all these like close shots on just a couple of questions and you
Yeah.
know uh, don't try to be don't overstay your welcome.
No, no, no. You see, and that's one of the things too, man. Especially like with the fights, that for me, it was always like, 5, 6 questions just in and out, or conversation, or just, not even
Mhm.
that, but I mean, just get a little something. And, I mean,
Right.
if they were banged up, or they couldn't, like, I wouldn't even ask, but if they were still, hey, walking around and hanging out,
Hmm.
I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I would hit them up and
Yeah.
like, hey, bro, get a
Right.
couple questions, man.
Yeah.
Because talking
It,
about
it,
MMA,
it, mhm.
what was that, bro?
No, it's just saying, like with the MMA, that's not hard to tell. Like, we're
Oh
gonna leave this guy alone. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
they're not feeling.
You're
Yeah,
like Joe Rogan, like, hey, you okay? And fucking passed out, fucking in a coma. Like,
yeah.
how you doing? But yeah, but you know
But
what,
cool,
though,
man.
man?
So we're getting more. I don't know if you had seen, but our we got the green screen up there at the
Yeah,
front suite
yeah.
for we got the two light stands. We got the two the bulbs and the shades or whatever. So we're getting closer and closer to us sitting next to each other.
Oh yeah, bro. No, for sure. And that's one of the things. I mean, we had talked about. I mean, we're gonna be doing. I mean, right now, of course, I'm over here in where am I, in Hawaii? I think, I don't know. I'm somewhere in the states.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, once we start, we get fully set up and ready to go. Because I think you were talking about the internet, right? You guys got it going.
Yeah. They showed up and they got my internet, and that's why it's not glitching, and that's why it's like I can hear you. There's no, oh man, I'm trying to use context clues of what you said, and
You don't
yeah,
have to worry
yeah,
about
it's a mess. So
your
it's much better.
you
Yeah,
don't have to
it's
worry
much
about
better. I got
using
my.
your Wi-Fi, right? You're like,
Yeah,
hey, guys, logging on. Turn that stuff off, man.
yes.
But that's
But
cool.
and then the high speed Wi-Fi is up there with us, so that we can
Nice.
run live and we can run. like we can stream a fight, we can stream some grappling matches, and still be on the you know
No, yeah,
hearing everything kind of working the way it's supposed to.
yeah, because we had talked about that as well, man. I mean, hopefully in due time, have a monitor possibly in the
I like
back and
it.
just kind of go over, some of the technique or even some of the live fights. Just go live. And I
I
know
like
for
it.
the most part, man, it's kind of tricky, but I've done it before where we can do a live play by play, but we just can't show the fights. I mean, we can be watching it and we can just
Sure,
talk, but
sure,
at least, those
sure.
that don't want to pay that money, man, they can hear us talking about it.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean that fight companion, I like that, But I also like the idea of like, hey, let's go back and watch
Oh, yeah, bro.
Meldrick Taylor and Chavez, or let's go back and watch Douglas and Tyson,
Yeah,
Holyfield and Riddick Bowe.
yeah.
I mean, there's a ton. There's just so much combat out there that we could sit and nerd out on.
Oh, yeah, bro. Definitely, man.
Or
And I
like those
know,
old VHS recorded jujitsu matches. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
bro, that.
You're looking for your VCR?
Yeah, I was gonna say we can even play Donkey Kong, man. I got stuck
There
on
we
fire,
go.
brother.
That's badass, dude.
Looked at
That's
the
badass.
entire game and hit some Frogger or something.
I
But
like
yeah,
it.
you know
Yes.
what, man? I was gonna tell you. I mean, we didn't get the fight set up, dude, as far as the fight card, but the main event tomorrow, man, got pretty heated, man. At the UFC going on. I mean, Kobe Covington, of
Oh,
course.
did it
Being
got
Kobe.
heated at the
Yeah.
press conference or what?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's already getting into Leon Edwards' head, man. So we'll see how that
You
works.
think so? Yeah.
Yeah, well, he tries to get
Did
under
he
his
get? Did it get? Did it get Leon to lash out?
Yeah, well, I know he had brought up Leon Edwards' dad, and he threw the. I mean, and I will say this because he threw the water bottle at Kobe, hit him on side of the head. But when he threw it, man, I was like, damn, this guy should be playing baseball, man. He was just like, and dude, that was
Yeah.
a fast pitch, bro. I was like, damn, like he right in the noggin.
Nice. It was a strike. It was a
Yeah,
strike.
so that was it. He was out. But it's gonna be interesting, man. I mean, of course, Leon Edwards is gonna be defending his title. Colvin
Yeah.
Covington been there, so he's been close so many times, and just can't with Usman out. I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see if he can pull it off tomorrow, and 5 minute rounds. It's gonna be interesting, man.
Yeah, I think man. I respect anybody that's gonna get out there in front of people and put it on the line. So like whenever I'm saying things like from a fan perspective. Uh, uh, I love MMA as well. Leon had a if Nate Diaz had another round, Leon his gas tank was
Yeah, being tested,
I
man.
think he was I think he was on fumes, you know what I mean? And Kobe Covington is and before that head kick, he was losing that fight with Usman.
Yeah,
His cardio, I mean, Kobe Covington is, I'm a fan of his too, man. I think his game is ultra aggressive. He's got great hands. He's willing to take a shot. He comes forward, he wrestles. Uh, I don't know. I could see it a big I could see it being a long night for Leon. You know what I mean?
yeah, he can drag it out, man. I mean, he's got great.
Yeah.
I would say like boxing for MMA. I mean, he can go in there, change
Yes.
levels. He can mix it up. I mean, he's a dangerous opponent, dude. I mean, Leon Edwards. I mean, not to say he's not a ground guy. I mean, he prefers to stand up, but I think
Sure.
it's gonna push him to where like we'll see if he can, you know,
Mhm.
take 3 4 rounds of punishment. Pressure, man, and cardio, of course, is key because I mean, 5 rounds, bro. They go to the fifth round. I don't see it
Yeah,
going to
bro.
the fifth round, bro, but we'll see.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
So who do you got? Who do you got, and when you got it?
Covington in the fourth, if he controls the ground game. Leon Edwards, I would say in the third round, man. If he Covington stands
If
up with
you
him, bro. I think
right
he can
on.
put him on.
Kobe's got hands too. Him and
Oh
Usman
yeah,
just
oh
back
yeah,
and
dude.
forth,
Yeah,
and he's got great
man.
boxing, got great head movement. It's gonna be that's definitely a fight that I will be paying attention to. Yeah, for
Oh yeah,
sure.
I'll,
Who
I'll be
else is on
watching
that?
it tomorrow, man.
Isn't Wonder Boy on there too?
Yeah, yeah, he's actually
Yeah.
Shamakov, dude. I mean, dude, that fight's gonna be freaking crazy, dude. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he's actually shorter than his opponent, man. I mean, because I know You know, he's usually the
Wonder
taller
Boy is
guy.
shorter.
Yeah, Wonder Boy.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how the reach is, but I mean, when they were standing at face off, man, he was like looking up a little bit. So I was like, okay, it's
Wow.
interesting because I mean, he's always been the longer, lanky guy, and now
Yeah.
it's like,
Right.
okay,
Right.
let's see how he does, man.
Yeah. Hey, did you see that? I know we kind of touched on it. That Mike Perry, Alvarez,
Oh
bare
yeah,
knuckle.
bro, that was.
Ooh.
And they kept saying, Perry is a big dude, man. He is, bro. He's like
Yeah.
Eddie Alvarez. He's chaparito, man. He's short, dude. Like he's
Yeah.
even if he walks around at 200, he's a little short, stocky guy. He's still not
Right.
a big dude. But
Yeah.
it's gonna be like on that one. I know Perry was saying that. I mean, he'd want to fight Gamebred Masvidal. And I thought that was interesting because I was like, damn,
Oh,
bro,
really?
that would be a good money
They
fight.
could do that. Yeah. Weight wise, you could do that.
Yeah. No, yeah. So I mean, you know,
Wow. I
that would
liked it.
be one fight I would definitely want to watch, bro. Just because
What
it's
do you
like
think about? What do you think about the Nate Diaz maybe and a bare knuckle?
I mean, he already cuts up too quick with gloves. Like I don't see
You're
him.
right. You're right.
It'll probably be bloody, and they'll probably stop it just because of all the scar tissue,
That's a
man.
good point.
But I think, I mean, if he were to not be banged up or have all that scar tissue, man, I think he'd be great for it, dude. I mean, I think he'd be able to go in there and do enough damage to where he can weather the storm and take it in the late round.
I don't know, man. His striking is more like piling on, just piling on, pop, pop, pop. He's got that pop,
Yeah,
pop, pop. Just kind of
see,
piles on that the strikes. It's not really like a put your lights out, bang, bang. I
well,
say that
it's just like that. It overwhelms you because I've had it. Like I mean, I'm no striker. But when we used to spar, and I would have guys that would just pepper you, man, and you're like, shit,
hmm
you get frustrated, man, and you start getting
yes,
sloppy because you're just like, ching,
yes,
let me take this guy out, and
right, right.
but he's one of those fighters, man. Like when you're here, boom, 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 like he's like you don't know
Mhm.
which way it's
In
coming.
your face, right, right. And he's got that nice open hand thing down. He's got the
Yeah,
nice,
dude. Stockton
he
slap.
slaps. Right, yeah.
You see, he should do that slap fighting, man. He's got that. Nah, I don't know. I don't think
Yeah.
he's probably like screw that, man.
No, don't do that. That's man. They're gonna. These people are gonna start getting some. That's. I don't know why they're doing that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't
I was
know, man.
watching earlier.
I'm
Yeah,
not a fan of it.
nah,
Mm.
no, man. It popped up, and I was just like, man, why, bro? Like, guy's face is like on this side. It's just freaking
Eesh. And
bad.
there's no like game plan or
No,
like there's no technique. We're not exchanging. I don't know, dude. It's just I'm waiting for somebody to sell it to me.
no, yeah, yeah, bro. Because it's just like like in boxing. I mean, at least you got you're bobbing and weaving. You're using angles. Using
Yeah.
footwork.
Right.
You're avoiding. But on this one, it's just like, all right, my turn. Pass. It's come back. It's
Yeah, dude.
it's
Yeah,
like a
and
backhand,
they're all jacked, you know?
bro. I know Tim Silva, man, the former UFC heavyweight champion, was on there, and that's the reason I was watching it because I like his opponent. I don't know, it's this big old freaking hairy dude, just freaking pass, and they were like, "Oh man, former UFC heavyweight champion's down," and I was like, "Oh shit, hold on," and I went to go look at it, and it was Tim Silva, man. He's all bearded up. You couldn't tell it was him.
Wow.
He lost.
Yeah.
He lost, bro. That guy just kept like every time he hit him, dude, he kept fumbling. Like I was like, oh damn, dude. Like so, I mean, it's just I guess just because he fought doesn't mean he can take a slap. I guess I don't know.
No. And I don't like they do like a standing 8 count. Like
Yeah,
what's going on, dude? I don't know.
and then to
That's
add insult
interesting.
to
But
injury,
people are watching it, people are clicking it, you know what I mean?
no,
So
yeah, and I think in the beginning, I think people were doing it just because they were like, man, let me watch this. Let me see what this it's about. I think
right,
now it's not as people aren't. They're like, oh, okay, they're just slapping the hell out of each other. There's nothing to it. I mean,
right.
why Dana White fell in love with it and why he decided to invest so much money into it, I don't know, bro. Like, who knows, man?
Do you know how much you put into it or no?
No, I know. I mean, just for the whole investment, as far as like the platform. I mean, he did like the whole stream, and they got taken off. I think it's just on YouTube, But he was trying to get all these different deals, and at the beginning, like everybody was going crazy for it, and then they were like, everybody started dropping them, dude. It wasn't, it's not like, bro. I think it was in Europe, maybe in Russia, bro. I don't even know, but they had that knights, the sword fighting, dude. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh yes, I've seen that.
Dude,
Yeah.
I see that, and I think of that show or was it Monty Python? Taking the
Uh-huh.
arm
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
don't need that arm.
that's
Right.
crazy though, man. Because they're
Yeah.
dude, they're landing them, bro. And I'm thinking, damn,
Uh-huh.
that hurt, man.
Clang, clang, clang. They got shields and yeah,
Man,
dude, they got
feel the
helmets.
face, bro. The shit to the face, bang,
Yes.
boom,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I was like, man, I mean, I don't know what kind of mouth guard you need for that one, but damn, that's vicious, man.
And better keep your bite down. Shit.
No, bro. And of course, this weekend, man. What are you up to this weekend? What's going on?
We're going to have shoot, we're moving still. We're moving into the apartment. We're still getting things settled here, cleaning up. We have some in-house work that we're doing with our athletes Saturday evening. Um, and just yeah, we don't have the kids until Monday. So
Okay.
we're kid free for a couple of days, and so we'll probably end up.
Manage it, huh?
Yeah,
I mean,
something,
not that
you
it's a
know.
bad thing, because I mean, of course, we love our kids, but it's just it makes it easier for you to move around and just get things done a lot quicker.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll finish moving into the apartment, and then we got a lot to do here. We have a lot to do on the website. We have now by Monday we'll be having everybody will be able to go online,
Nice.
pick what you want to do as far as um, you want to do 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. You want
Okay.
paid in full. You'll be able to go in there and just do it online. You know,
Nice.
you
Nice.
won't have to come in here, sign this, sign that. You know,
Just show
that's
up
one thing I
after.
did want to do because man, having a print, print. We need paper, right? Paper, print. Oh my gosh. So I was like, man, tell me there's a way, that we can have people go on there and do it electronically. So we got DocuSign capabilities, and
Nice.
so yeah, man. So we're excited. Yeah, we're excited for that.
No, and that's the future right there, man. No more paper, bro. I mean, I'm here. I
You
am
just
going
have
back to the post office,
you
and
just have to put your eye. You have to put your eye on the camera, right?
there you
And
go.
that's your signature. That'll be the new signature.
Scan you in. Yeah, let's go. Besides that
Yeah.
microchip, I don't know. Did you ever get that microchip in? Yeah, I got mine, bro. Nah,
Do you? Oh, I can't even see the scar, bro.
I know.
Uh
No,
huh.
you know what, man? At work, because Saturday last weekend, the warehouse actually caught on fire. Man, there was like a homeless guy trying to stay warm, and
Oh yeah.
the trailer caught on fire. And so all week we've been just cleaning up and down stocking, and that's basically all I did today, man. I was messing with fishing lures. I was in the fishing out department. I had like 4 hours, and I said, man, I'm gonna. Oh, bro. I was seeing doubles after a while, man. I'm reading and reading. I was like,
Yeah.
damn. I actually got a couple of hooks on me, man. Catch of the
Yeah.
day, man. So I got hooked. But I was
The
like, dude,
catch of the day.
yeah, yeah. But it was fun. I mean, it kept me busy, man. It was a lot of
Yeah.
fishing. You go fishing, bro? Are you a fishing guy?
Nah, man. I have fish. Man, why? I tell my friends, man, why is that? Y'all sit there with sticks and strings in the water. I don't understand. So back when I
Oh,
was drinking, I would just take my beer and I'd just hang out with them and bullshit. But I can fish. I can tie a knot. I can cast. I can, but I don't know. It's
yeah.
just nah, this is
I'm
not
the
my
same way,
thing. I
man.
guess.
I'm the
Uh
same
huh.
way. Somebody had asked me the other day, and they're like, "Man, you go fishing?" And I said, "Man, where am I gonna go fishing when I got HEB down the street, man? Come on, go out
Yes.
there and get all the
Yeah.
fish I want, brother." But yeah, it's a
Mm-hmm.
people get a kick out of it, man. It's relaxing, I guess, for most part. But
I guess.
I just
Yeah.
can't do it, bro.
No, I like. I'm into. I like plants. I like chess. I like some reading. I like different things, but yeah, going out and fishing is not on my. That's
No,
not on my radar.
you're once again.
Hunting either. I'm not a. I have friends that, oh, they like to hunt. Oh, they're going hunting and they know all the. the spots and when the seasons are. I just it's not interesting to me. It's just it's
I
not.
know, man. The closest I got to hunting for me was hitting a deer back over there by Hollywood Park, man. That's about it, brother. But other than that,
Yeah.
man, the same way, bro. Like I'm not, it's just I'm not that guy. Everybody wants to
Uh
be
huh.
an outdoorsman, and I mean, I don't even go camping, bro. Like it's like
No.
I'm like I used to tell my kids because we used to live across the street from Woodland Park at one point, and
Mm.
where they were camping for Easter and all that, and my kids were like, "Dad, let's go camp out," and I'm like, "Baby, the house is right there. Like, why am I gonna go camp outside, kid?"
The house is right there. That's right,
Yeah,
dude.
like I'm
Hey,
like,
I
aquí se
like
la
that.
veo. But
I like
nah,
that. I like that area. I
yeah,
like that area. That the Woodlawn Park and just that little neighborhood right there. Since I
oh
like
yeah,
it,
bro. It was
and
nice.
that's right. That my family's all over there too. So
Okay, yeah, because we lived
it's
on West Craig, man. We were like right down the street, and
oh
it,
right
it was
on.
nice. Back when before it started getting cleaned up, because it was they put a lot of money into that area, man. But I used to love
Hmm.
running, bro, like that. And I told my kid, bro, like at one point, like in my life, I used to do like 8 laps around that park, bro. Like
Hmm.
just run, just keep going and going and
Yeah.
going. And my cardio was good. And I told my daughter had asked me one day, like, hey, why'd you stop running? And I said, man, I just got tired, man. Like one day, literally, I was gonna go the next day, and I was like, man, I'm tired. Like that was it. I didn't go back, bro.
Yeah.
Just
You're
burned
like
out.
Forrest Gump. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go home now.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I went home.
That was it.
But it was just it was fun. It was fresh air, and get to see people, and just but I would just put my headset on and keep going. Did I got to need to pay
That's
attention to
cool.
people?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
But yes,
Yeah,
bro.
dude. When are you gonna be coming through over here?
For more than likely next week. I don't know.
Okay.
Tomorrow I got to work a few hours, so I'll be at work till 1. Sunday I don't have anything going on. Depending on, I mean, what are you guys doing on Sunday?
I'm not sure, man, but we'll get you. We'll get in here, man. Get in the same room, and we'll set up those lights and set up
Oh
do
yeah.
all the green screen stuff. I don't know how to. I wouldn't know what to do, man.
And you see,
I
we're
don't know
talking
how
about
that shit works.
that green screen, man, because I mean, the background we're gonna have. Who knows, bro? Everybody's gonna be.
Oh, that's right. We were gonna do like Paris. We
Yeah,
were gonna be in front of like Times Square and then like the Coliseum, the Rome.
we're gonna
That's right.
travel.
That's what we'll do.
We're gonna travel, man. That's the
That's
closest
right. That's
vacation.
what we're gonna do.
That's the closest I'm gonna get to traveling this year, bro. So I'll take it, man.
I love it. Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
what we're gonna do. The same thing with the Takedown and Tacos picture. We're just
no,
gonna
yeah,
have like classic matches of boxing or old wrestling or
oh yeah,
whatever, and
some
two
lucha
tacos and
libre.
stuff.
We'll get it
Yeah,
going,
I
man.
love it.
And of course, man, like I said, dude. I mean, we talked about it the other day when we were live. We're testing it out. Of course, our phones were wacky, but
Hmm.
you know, but it's gonna be fun, man. I want to have fun with this. The guests that we have on, of course, I want to keep it fun. I want to keep it,
Yeah,
serious when it comes to. But for the most part, man, I want them to
for sure.
enjoy it and know that they can be here comfortable, man. Just talk about whatever's going on.
Yeah,
Plug in
yeah,
their
yeah.
school,
That's
their
true.
academy, their fight, their competition, whichever.
Yeah, yeah. I love it. Dude, I'd like to bring in also like different coaches too.
Yeah,
Not just the fighters, but like the guys who are kind of helping them along this journey.
yeah.
Uh, we'll have Yarrington in, so that'll be, he's a wealth of like stories and you know uh, experiences and life learning, life lessons. So, um, yeah, man, I look forward to getting him in here.
And you know what? And I was gonna ask you this, bro. What I would want to do because even in the fight game, I have fighters from Brazil, and a lot of them don't speak English, man. I wanted to we gotta bring in somebody that speaks Portuguese, and that way they can translate for us, man. That way we can talk.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'll talk to Professor Fernando. Fernando,
Yeah,
he's
dude.
good with the English and he's good with the gi too.
There you go. There you go.
So
Yeah, because
yeah,
that's
we
what
talked
I
to
mean.
Fernando.
Yeah, bro. That way we can, because for the most part I can understand it. I just can't speak it, bro. So of course I don't want to
Right,
insult somebody and
right.
be like, hey, what the
Uh-huh.
this guy talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
But yeah, man, hit him up and we'll see, man. Definitely get it,
Yeah, I
get that
will.
cool, brother.
I will. I'll reach out to him. Yeah,
No,
dude.
no, for sure, man. And of course, man, when it comes to takedowns and tacos, dude, I mean, of course, we're gonna be plugging this in. Like I said, for those watching, if you go to the YouTube channel under DeFi Car Podcast, you go to the playlist button, and it's on there. All the episodes with myself and you are gonna be on there, man, so people can just
Nice,
follow up. But definitely
nice.
subscribe. And what I'm gonna do, I know I've made those shirts before, but I'm gonna tweak them up, and I want to start doing those again. Start doing giveaways. People just want
Badass,
to,
dude. I like it.
kind of rock it and sport it. But
Badass. Hey, do you have any more of those Texas fighting shirts?
I I have to check, bro. Honestly, man,
Yeah,
I know I've had
I like
one or
that. I
two.
like that shirt, dude. That was a sharp looking shirt.
Yes, bro. No, yes, I'll check because I think I might have two in my other. I have mine, and I might have one more in the other room. But I'll definitely,
Right on.
yeah, the same thing, bro. It's
Yeah.
just for those that are following, of course, I lost control of the Texas fighting. I'm still
Huh?
working on getting it back, man, because that'll be a good outlet to be able to plug this in. There's a lot more audience on there, and more people can
Okay.
watch. But
Yeah.
I was gonna say this. Some of the fights from the Tapper Scrap, I've got some fighters already lined up that I want to start interviewing. Um, the Rice Fighting Championship, of course, in Victoria, man. I'm gonna
Mm,
hit those guys up. I've got a couple fighters. And I mean, when it comes to Fury or any other promotion, I'm going to be interviewing fighters from California, one in New York. I mean, I've got them out there, man. So I'll definitely plug him in. If it's something that we both can do, we'll knock it out the park. But for the
sure.
most part, I'm going to keep throwing those out there, man.
Sure. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. I like it.
And real quick, man, I know we talked about this, dude, but for those in San Antonio, man, I mean, we are going to be looking for sponsors. For those interested, man, they want to get plugged in, not just through shouts or blasts, but also bring them on to the episode, man, and promote them as well.
Right on.
So those
Yes.
that definitely hit us up.
Yeah, at that spot, the perfect athlete, perfect, the complete athlete. That's kind of what I think. That's kind of where we're going. They'll
Oh yeah,
be putting their stuff here as sponsorship, and I think it'd be cool to bring them on and just kind of like what you do, how do you do
oh
it,
yeah, for sure,
who do
man.
you, who's your clientele, right? Hmm.
You know, and we'll make sure they're in the studio that way they can work on my shoulder while I'm there, bro. Get some free work.
Yes.
Hey, let me see what you can do with his knee.
Yeah, yeah. Jim's good people, dude. He just left. He's a good dude. Wealth of him. He's had his own He's had like two academies because his wife is military. They're a military family, so they move around a lot. And been a couple of places where he's been able to like kind of plant the flag and run a studio.
Nice,
So
bro.
he's got he's done this before. So
Nice.
we had quite a bit to talk about. So
No, no. Well, I hope like you say, he is going to be popping up in the evening class. But as soon as the classes start filling up, man, if there's a opportunity for him to go ahead and do so, because I think it was a lunch hour he's going to be covering, right?
I hope so. I hope that I hope it's the lunch hour. you know. Uh, for the time being, I think we're going to be running 2 hour classes in the evening, 6 to 8.
Okay.
Jujitsu classes. Kind of get two birds, one stone. And I'm thinking about me and Coach Ty used to do this thing. Uh, and we used to like because I only had a couple of no gi guys, he'd have three gi guys, or I'd
Right.
have four no gi and he'd have one gi. So
Right.
what we do is we combine the classes and we would just just like say a regular armbar from full guard looks like this in a gi, right? And then we would go over it no gi. And so like before you knew it, guys, that class was getting big. Guys were showing up knowing, hey, take my top off and get
Right.
a no gi action, up, throw it on for a gi round. So it was really interesting, man, to see. So I'm thinking about implementing some of that too. Sprinkling some no gi translation uh, from the gi. So we'll be we're still finagling the schedule. Um, we'll be having some wrestling here on the weekends.
Right.
Um, hmm and I would love judo here. I just don't know how I'm gonna get that done. I don't have the space or the time, but definitely something that I want here. You know.
Oh yeah, man. And then like
Hmm.
I mean, in due time, bro. Because even now, like
Hmm.
you just planted the seed, so it's gonna start growing and it's gonna keep growing, and those opportunities I'm sure will pop in, and heck, dude, before you know it, you're gonna be
Right.
like, damn, you're gonna be able to set up full classes, man.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. We're looking for a. I mean, not just yet, but my idea is to find another spot really close to here, a big spot, so that this can just remain HQ. This can kind of remain where the kids are.
Yeah,
Um, you know, uh, the space here could be utilized in different ways, and we could just have like move the dungeon
yeah,
somewhere else close by. It's
nice.
different, it's different.
No, no, for sure. And I mean, as the years go and time goes by, man, you're gonna need that extra space, I'm sure, man. It's
Yeah,
only a matter of
yeah,
time, brother.
yeah. Yeah, and I was gonna say there's uh, Jacob has like 4 fighters coming up for that Tapper Scrap, right?
Yeah, all title
Yeah,
fights,
he's
bro.
got right, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's super cool, man. Good for them. That's a
No,
big night. I know Jacob likes to do that, like, and uh man, that's cool. That's cool. The whole team gets to go out and watch a handful of their own guys compete. Man, it's pretty cool. I've been there, I've been
yeah.
there. I've been
Oh
cage
yeah.
side,
Oh yeah, man, and you see,
it's
and I mean, half the guys, of course. I mean, I know myself, dude, just from the fight game and even from the academy, man. But I mean, they're all fighting top dudes, man. So it's, I mean, I'm not gonna say who's gonna win, but the people that are gonna watch it live are gonna be with the winners, man, because they're gonna go out there and it's gonna be fights, bro. It's gonna be interesting, exciting. I'm looking forward to it, man. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
It's one
think
of those things, bro, where a lot of these guys I already know, so it kind of sucks that I have to watch them fight each other. But it's
yeah,
a game,
yeah.
so
Hmm.
it's gonna have to happen,
Yeah,
man.
not my favorite, especially MMA.
Yeah.
MMA, grappling match. I wouldn't mind
Oh
watching friends
yeah.
compete, but MMA, you're like, ah, man, it's just, that's tough. That's a tough round.
Yeah, you gotta hit
Are
it,
you
man.
gonna be down? Are you gonna go?
I'm gonna try. I already
Yeah,
I'd already told as far as the guys out there, I was gonna pop in. So probably as
right
a
on.
fan, dude, but I'll be out there checking it out for sure.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm gonna see if we can get down there and just go and support.
Yeah.
We may not be at HOJ anymore, but we got a lot of love and respect for them, and
No, by
hopefully
all
we
means,
can go
bro.
out and support.
No, yeah, yeah. You see, and same here, man. It's just the fact that they put a lot of time into the training, man. It's just all to be settled out in a couple minutes, a few rounds, bro. It's crazy how that
Right.
works, but you know,
All
you,
that preparation just for this
yeah, man.
little couple of 3 minute stints. You know what I mean? It's yeah, yeah, a lot of preparation, a lot of to lead up to just pushing the domino.
Just
Yeah.
see where it all falls, man. But yeah,
Hmm.
for those that are gonna be out there, it's gonna be in Live Oak, Texas, not Live Oak, San Antonio, north, but Live
Right,
Oak,
right,
Texas.
right.
And and I'm gonna bring him back on here. I'll bring up the promoter back on, dude. I'm gonna get some of the fighters, like I said,
Oh, cool.
a couple of different promotions that are coming through Texas that I want to hit up and bring them on and just interview them, man.
Very
See
cool.
how the training's going. Sell the fight, let people know who's gonna fight, when, how, why, and all that great stuff. So definitely everybody out there, man, tune in, man. Subscribe, like I said, dude. I mean, as far as right now, the segments, I mean, of course, they're going to be on the FB page on YouTube Live. I mean, the best place to watch this is on YouTube. So definitely subscribe, follow up. Every time we go live, it's going to send everybody an alert. And, if they want to log in, by all means, they can check us out. Did you freeze on me, bro? I think I lost you. Hold on. Give us a second, guys. I don't know if David can hear me, but we are going to be shutting down to an hour. Brother, I don't know if you can hear me real quick, but of course, we're going to shut it down. This is going to be an hour segment. Appreciate everybody for following up. And as always, Coach David just logged off. Well, here we go. Let me put him back on real quick. Here we go. Yeah, bro. I was gonna cut it down, brother. You ready?
Yes. Yeah.
No,
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 it's good, man. Um, yeah, that was our first. That was, I mean, it was going great until I don't know what happened. It's just like
I know, man.
blanked
It's probably
out.
Whataburger, man. You still on Wi-Fi? Whataburger, man. Come on, bro. Use that fast speed internet, bro.
But
But
yeah,
yeah,
dude. Man. So when are we gonna? What's our schedule for this gonna be like?
for the what I'm looking at is, man, it's going to be a tough one at first, but I'm looking at evenings, so we'll see how we can. Once the classes start filling up, if you have open slots, like we'll go ahead and go with those. But
Okay.
I mean, nonetheless, dude, I mean, people subscribe. Like I said, we'll post it on the social media outlets that way they don't know it's
Sure.
coming out. And at the same time, if they subscribe, like I said, when we go live, it'll send them an alert, and they want to check it out. By all means,
Sure. 1 second. What the hell? You hear that? My bad. So are we able to? So is that gonna be like Wednesday, Friday,
uh, twice a week. I'm thinking Tuesdays and Fridays, bro. For some reason, I
Tuesday,
mean,
Friday?
yeah, like I'm looking at Friday for sure, just so we can kind of do a wrap up. And
Sure.
but for the most part, like I said, I mean, quite honestly, man, I think we're gonna have to play it by ear. They'll definitely be twice a week. So whatever days we're like, okay, you know what, these are the good days. We'll just run them on those
Yeah.
days, man.
Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah. Just let me know, and we'll be able to get it done.
You got it, brother. Well, I appreciate you, of course, as always, Coach David, everybody out there, of course. Once again, this is Takedowns and Tacos, the fightcardpodcast.com. Subscribe, check us out, support. Till next time, follow up.